Hi, I'm Gracie Schram, and this is my office concert for the Belmont Vision. Our story's still unwritten. We've got miles and miles to go. All we have is what we're given. You're all I want, all I know. Oh, the places we will go, the maps that we'll unroll. Darling, anything you want to see, as long as you're with me, we can cross the world, and I will be your girl. Anywhere you go, the future's always a mystery. I'm okay with that. The only thing I need to know right now is you, 'cause you and I will last. Oh, the places we will go, the maps that we'll unroll. Darling, anything you want to see, as long as you're with me, we can cross the world, and I will be your girl. Oh, you know I'll go anywhere you go. I love you so. Upon a shooting star, cross our hearts and hope they never die. Promise we'll never grow apart. Oh, you know I'll go anywhere you go. I love you so.
Who are some of your musical influences?
Ingrid Michaelson is definitely one of my all-time favorite artists. From the time I was little, if somebody asked me who would you love to open for, who would you love to write with, whose music inspires you, I always said her. And then in high school I actually got to open for Ingrid, which check that off your bucket list. Crazy, amazing. I also love Sarah Bareilles, I love Mumford & Sons, I love James Taylor. I really like acoustic singer-songwriter kind of music.
And what does your songwriting process look like?
Honestly, my songwriting process is different every time. I mostly do co-writing, and so I write with a lot of different people at huge publishers, little publishers, people at Belmont, really all across the board, and so it kind of depends on who I'm writing with. I like to come in with an idea, so I end up with a song that I would actually sing. But honestly, it depends on who the collaboration is with, because everybody writes differently, and I think that's the best part about songwriting is it's not the same every time.
I know you've done a lot of big shows, opened for a lot of really cool people. What is kind of the craziest or funniest story you have from
the craziest
from
or funniest story? Well, I just got back from China and I sang on the Great Wall. That was pretty amazing. And got to play a show in China, which not very many people get to do that, so that was a huge honor. And then also one of my most favorite things I've been a part of is I got to open for David Archuleta's whole tour. And so played sold out crowds all across the country. And one of my favorite shows was in St. George, Utah at this amphitheater, and it was amazing. And the whole crowd had their flashlights out, and they were like singing along and clapping along, and it was just an amazing show.
What are your fans like?
What are my fans like? They're very engaged. I have some fans that come to all of my shows, which is awesome. I have girls. I have a song called Yellow Shoes, and so I have girls who will come to the show in yellow shoes. I think I kind of have a bunch of different fans, like from little kids all the way up to like grandparents. Like my grandpa follows me everywhere. He came to China, and I'm like, if my grandpa can figure out how to follow me on social media, everybody can. Yeah.
Is there a story with the Yellow Shoes?
Yeah, with the Yellow Shoes. So that was my first single off of my album that I did with Charlie Peacock, who did like the Civil Wars and Lone Bellow and Switchfoot. And I actually was in Chicago and saw these yellow shoes, and yellow's always been my favorite color. And I was like, Mom, please, like, can I have these shoes? And they were like $100 yellow shoes. She's like, I'm not buying you these. Like, your feet are gonna grow and you're never gonna wear them. And then I bought all the shoes with my money. And then every time I wore the yellow shoes, no matter where I was, in a store, at school, on the street, someone would always stop me without a fail and say, oh my gosh, I love your yellow shoes. And they would leave with this huge smile on their face and a spring in their step. And so I wanted to write a song that would make people smile like the Yellow Shoes.